Hey guys, this is Dr. Alan Wang, and today I'm going to talk about recruiting. You can always visit my website at alanwangmd.com for more information, and a lot of these slides are going to be posted there as well, so you don't have to take furious notes. You can just go to my website. So, recruiting begins with people's why. So, this starts with what is your why. If you had unlimited time and money, what would you do with it? This is beyond just making a lot of money. Like, what exactly would you want to do with that money? Hugely important that you figure out your why. And then as this lecture goes on, you'll see why, because it's just as important to figure out other people's why in order to recruit them. So if you haven't done it yourself, you can't ask anyone else to do it. So you write down your why first so that you can ask everyone else what their why is as well. The why is going to keep you motivated because when you first join a company, you are super motivated. Like, you are pumped. You're ready to run through a brick wall. As soon as the ups and downs of network marketing gets to you, the only thing that's going to keep you in this industry to make you succeed is your why. Always go back to your why. Whether it's to retire, to help your grandmother pay her hospital bill, to help your parents retire, to travel around the world, to buy a Lamborghini, to donate to charity, whatever your why is to help your kids, don't forget that. Don't forget why you're doing this. Next, make your list. Absolutely vital to make a physical list, or you can put it in Excel, which is what I do. The advantage of putting it in an Excel spreadsheet is that you can expand it to infinity, and it's easy for you to go back and search. When people call you, they don't have caller ID, you can actually search for the phone number with an Excel and it'll pull up that person's name. So the way you set up your list is name, number, email, and then taking notes. So the notes are going to be like about that person, like what did they do, what their why is, their family, just any information that comes from conversation, write it down. You can actually write it down while you're talking to them on the phone. And most importantly, you have to talk about where they are in getting educated about your company. Have they seen a three-way call? Have they gone to your website? Have they gone to a spa party? Have they talked to your sponsor or upline? Have they looked at a brochure, a DVD? Did you send them a magazine? Have they tried the samples yet? The reason why is because you can track a couple dozen people, but as soon as that list gets to a couple hundred people, and it's like 6 months later and you're following up with those people, you're not going to remember what they already saw. You don't want to send people a magazine and then 6 months later send them another magazine. It just shows that you're not paying attention. Whereas if you talk to them 6 months later and it's like the conversation continued exactly where you left off, then that person will feel more special, that you're really paying attention to them. And you'll be able to track about what the next step is. For example, if they already saw a DVD, okay, now I'm going to send them some samples. Okay, what haven't I done yet with this person yet? I haven't shown them the website. I haven't brought them to a company open house yet. So you track how many exposures you've done with them, and whether they said yes, no, or maybe. And finally, connect with your upline. Don't just connect with the people that sponsor you directly. Try to connect with everybody above you, because all those people are incentivized to help you. I go all the way up to the top. The person that recruited me, the person that recruited them, the person that recruited them, all to the very top of the company. I know all of them by first name. I have all their cell phone numbers, and whenever I meet a prospect that I feel like would be able to relate to somebody in my upline, I will call that specific upline to talk to my prospect. For example, if I'm talking to a spa that has a dermatologist, then I will talk to the dermatologist and text them to call me. And then I'll have the dermatologist talk directly to my prospect so they can relate. If it's like a big-time 7-figure earner from a different company, or like even a 6-figure earner from a different company, then I'll just call the top of my company. And I'll be like, this person is a top earner, and I'll edify my upline and have them talk to that top earner from the different company directly, because that person is the most likely person to be able to recruit my prospect for me. Warm market. Everybody starts with their warm market, including you. The reason why is because You can only tell people what to do what you did yourself. So if you never talk to your warm market, then how can you ethically tell your downline to talk to their warm market? The reality is, a lot of people's recruits will come from their warm market initially. The reason why is because there's trust. Even when people don't see you as a business person, they've never seen you succeed before, they trust you. So as long as you can expose them to the business in a way that makes them open to it, then your chances of recruiting your warm market is much higher. So how do you approach your warm market? Let's talk about what not to do. A lot of times, if you just don't do anything wrong, then your warm market will join. It's not necessarily about being really good at recruiting. It's just not being bad at recruiting. So how do people become bad at recruiting? They freak out on people. Like I did this when I first started this industry as well, where like you just freak out. Like, hey, I just saw this business and it just started with the ground level, and if you join it now, we're gonna make like millions of dollars. You just spaz out. It's too much for people. You're just like shooting them with a fire hose of information. You start talk about the compensation plan. If you just recruit 2 people, get 2 people, get 2 people. They give out iPads. You're giving too much information. The way to do it, we're gonna talk about scripts later in this lecture. But the way to do it is just to ask them, are you open to other ways of making money? And then just pushing them to either a company event, a website, a lecture, something like that. And when you go through your list in your warm market, don't prejudge people. So in your mind, you're thinking, well, this person's going to be awesome. This person is like a CEO of a company. He understands business very well. If I just recruit this one person, he's going to blow up my business for me. I'll be done. I'm going to retire. It's not like that. You can't prejudge, because I've seen 19-year-olds from 7-Eleven making the nice 6-figure income. And I've seen CEOs of $4 million companies that came on board and didn't even talk to a single person. So we never prejudge. It goes both ways. We just give everyone the opportunity to decide what's best for them and leave it up to them whether they're going to do this or not.